Hey guys, how you doing? I'm hoping that this all pans out. I was having some problem with the camera and microphone, but do me a favor, post in that chat box if you can hear me. I think there's like a bad echo. It's something going on with StreamYard, and I don't know why it's doing it, but you know what? This stuff happens. So if you would, just post in that chat section if the audio is okay. If you can see me on video, that would be nice. But let's just check it out, make sure everything's working, and then I can move forward. So Paul says he's standing by. Paul, let me know there if this audio and this camera is working properly. And I think I know what part of it is. Let me try turning down that. That may help. I had some volume up there. But let me know if that's working. I'm waiting for you guys to post. And I guess I should just start and assume it's working. I don't know. I don't want it to sound bad for you guys. That's my only concern. Let me switch my camera to a different camera and see if that looks better too. I think that camera is better right there. So anyhow, I'm just gonna start and assume that you guys can hear me okay and that it looks okay. We got some construction in the backyard today, so if there's some noise, it's the guys in the back. It's not me, it's the guys in the back. Hey, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. And I'm sorry about the delay, man. I hate waiting for anybody. I really do. It's just like, it's a thing I've got. Even when I go to the doctor's office, I'm like, you know, the first time I meet with the doctor, I'm like, hey, my time's just as important as yours. If you're going to always be late, let me know now so I can switch doctors. And I've done that many times. And most doctors will say, hey, you know, if I'm running late, can I come out and tell you? I'm like, yeah, that's fine, but don't just leave me sitting there. I don't like that. It's just, you know, my time's just as important. You just got a different job is all. So anyhow, what we're going to talk about today is some lucrative ways you can make money online. It's pretty cool stuff. I think you're going to like it. And if you guys are hearing me properly, please post something in that chat section there. I don't see that, so I assume it's working okay. Let me just check my iPad here and make sure. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's working fine, so we shouldn't have a problem there. But anyhow, I want to go through these ways, small businesses that you can start online. You don't have to have a lot of money to do this. I think a lot of people use that as a crutch or an excuse. I know growing up, I always heard you had to have money to make money. That's just BS. You have to have action to make money. You do not need money to make money. It's just not necessary. So currently getting Spinning Circle of Doom. See, that's weird, Paul, because I'm actually watching it on an iPad, and the iPad here is showing it's working. So I'll hold that up there. So that's me on YouTube right there. So it should be working. That may be your computer then, but it's coming through on my iPad over here. So it should be working on your end too. Let me get a little sip real quick. And guys, I'm going to blow through these things really fast. Different ways of making money online. I keep looking out here because they're building a fence in my backyard as I'm recording today. But I want to go through all these things with you and show you some ways you can make money. It is certainly possible. It is certainly possible. Okay. So let me go through them, make some notes, put questions about each individual one into the chat box there. And I'm just going to go through them, and I can expound on any ones that you want to. The first one is start a drop shipping business. You know, you can buy stock, store it, pick it up, do all that stuff, but it's a whole lot easier to do a drop shipping business. It's easy to start, and it's the first good business idea I would give you today. You can curate products from one or more suppliers. You know, you can use something like AliExpress if you want. There's just a whole lot of ways going about it. Next thing you can do is you can design and sell print-on-demand t-shirts, hats, blankets, shower curtains, whatever you want. There are so many print-on-demand companies, and you know, you can use freelancer sites if you need some help from like Fiverr or Upwork or Dribble or 99 Designs, any of those companies to get any designs going. But you know, most of the designs are just very few words on a shirt. So it doesn't take much design skill. You can do that. Number three, you can launch your own book. I've done books. I'm doing another book right now. And books are a great calling card. It's a great way to get people into your funnel. Let me see here. And let me ask Paul. Okay. So I want to get over to my other screen here and just put a comment in real quick for you guys. There we go. Can you hear and see me now? Because it looks like it's working. There we go. I put that in there. Now I'm kind of toggling between two screens here. One of my screens wouldn't allow my camera, so I'm having to go from Firefox to Google Chrome and back and forth, so it's a little cumbersome. But that's okay. But books are great, guys. You can all you do is outline some chapters. You can record it, in your phone, have it transcribed, and boom, you got a book. It's just not that hard to do. People think it's so difficult. It really isn't. Number 4, you can create digital products online, and I've done all these. Digital products online are great. You can do courses, you can do videos, you can do audios. But digital products are great because you can sell them over and over and over again. And none of these things cost you really any money, guys. All you got to do a little bit of marketing, but that's about it. Number 5, you can sell print-on-demand posters, greeting cards, prints. There's companies that will do that for you. So, especially around the holidays and all, people are looking for that stuff. You can do that too. There's plenty of digital templates and mock-up generators like Placeit. It's Placeit. I think it may be .net. On that one, let me see if I can see what that is. Yeah, it's placeit.net, not placeit.com. And you can use them to see what it's going to look like. Number 6, you can start a charitable business. Starting a nonprofit organization isn't the only path you can take to help, fund a new world, but it's a cool way of doing it. Having a mission to go along with your business is really cool. You don't have to have a nonprofit, but you can have a business where a percentage of everything you make goes to a charity. That makes people want to do business with you. The Give and Grow Shopify app makes it really easy. It's called Give and Grow Shopify app. You can use that. There's so many different softwares out there that didn't even exist, when I first started. Number 7, you can sell a service. Offering services isn't passive. Okay, it's one of the few that's not passive, but it can be very lucrative. Your time can be very valuable to other people. Whether you're a writer, graphic designer, virtual assistant, SEO, whatever it is you want to do, dog walker, whatever you want to do, you can do that. Number 8 is going to be create an online fashion boutique. If you want to do that, I think it's pretty cool. If you like fashion and you like sharing your sense of style, you consider creating your own online fashion boutique. You don't need to become a fashion designer. You can simply curate items from other vendors into your own online store and have them actually ship out the products. You can do dresses, shoes, swimwear, accessories, much more. And you can build your own fashion brand using one of the several sourcing apps from Shopify. Shopify has all these apps. You can find this stuff. Shopify is great, guys. And I think I have a link that's going to be in the description after this, so you can put that in there. Let's see here. Don't have any comments over there right now. Paul must have had a hard time being able to make the thing work. Number 9, you can sell handcrafted and homemade goods. If you like doing that stuff. I don't. It's not for me, but it doesn't mean it's not for you. Whether you like doing DIY soaps or candles or sauces or pottery, whatever the heck it is you want to sell, Shopify makes it really easy to do a lot of that stuff. And I say Shopify a lot because it's really one of the best website builders for selling stuff online. What else can you do? Number 10, you can build an audience that you can monetize, okay? In today's connected world, the ability to capture and keep the attention of others is a real true asset, guys. It's one of the many businesses that are even willing to, really pay for that one-on-one type things that creators do. When you create an audience, you can then send out offers to them. You can do sponsored posts. You can become an influencer. You can sell physical or digital products. You can do Patreon. You can do a combination of all this stuff. You don't have to do one of them. Number 11, you can start a pet business. Pet businesses are great. My wife has one, but she does dog training. She has courses online. Every now and then she'll actually do one-on-ones. We did one yesterday and we film it. And we use that for her dog training courses online. So, she goes out, somebody pays her to train the dog, we film it, and then we sell that footage, which is a pretty good deal. The pet industry is really full of opportunities right now. It's an industry worth nearly $100 billion. So it's easy one to get started in with guaranteed demand. You know, people spending money on their pets like they never have before. Your pet business could be product or service based. Hers is service based, but she has some outerwear with the name of her pet parent reset. You can look that up. She has t-shirts and hats and all that kind of stuff, hoodies, all that. You can also create a membership program. That's number 12. I also have membership programs. I have membership programs that pay me money every single day. They're great to have. You have money coming in every day. It's a monthly income, which is cool. So that's another thing you can do. What are we up to? Somebody keep a track. Number 13, you can join an affiliate marketing program. There's so many affiliate marketing programs out there. I like ClickBank because they have a whole lot of offers, but you can also go to Share a Sale, something like that. You can go to Link Share. You can choose the offers you want to promote. You can get an affiliate link. And you can promote that link across all your different assets, whether you've got a blog or whether you've got a YouTube channel or, you know, Facebook or whatever it is you want to do. And then every time somebody buys from those people, you automatically get a commission on those. And you don't have to come up with a product. You don't have to create a product. You don't have to do any of that. You know, it's already done for you. Number 4, I like this one. You can become a virtual event planner. Virtual event planning is a profitable business idea if you enjoy organizing and connecting people. You can grow this business because it is growing at 23% a year. That's significant rise in business. But people are doing this now. They're doing these online events. As a virtual event planner, you'd be responsible for creating virtual conferences, networking opportunities, educational sessions for companies all around the world. And that's the cool thing nowadays. You don't have to worry about, you know, my town doesn't have enough business. You know, it's the internet. You know, you've got the entire world at your fingertips. Facebook, you know, is moving to metaverse, which will open up new opportunities for event planners in the near future. Party.space, for example, has raised capital to scale its metaverse-themed virtual events business. If you want job security for the future, virtual event planning is a great way to go. What are we up to now? I'm watching the guys do the fence out here. And for those of you who got in or got in late, we're having a fence replaced in the backyard right now. So I'm checking that out. You can start a landscape business. Maybe you want to do physical type stuff. Okay. Landscaping. Oh my gosh. I mean, I had the hardest time getting somebody, a good gardener. We're having a hard time getting a housekeeper now. We've been through 3 housekeepers in 4 months. They just quit showing up. You know, the last one that was here, just to show you what the demand is for it, she brought in a crew of 5 people, cleaned the house for 2 hours, and I can't get a hold of her to pay her. She hasn't even sent me a bill. I mean, so I'm totally confused on that one. But anyhow, there's so much work out there you can do. Number 16, you can test app developments if you want to do that. App development's pretty cool. Creating $1 million app is not easy. In fact, 99.5% of consumer apps fail. Most apps don't have a product market fit. They need a ton of marketing and they're expensive to create. So why bother putting this on our small business ideas list? Because consumer app development isn't the only path for entrepreneurs. New apps for the Shopify App Store crop up daily. With a market of motivated businesses eager to find the tools they need. Sound interesting? All you got to do is check out some of that on Shopify. Number 17, offer child care. I talked to somebody last night who did that. There is a child care crisis happening right now. The world illness, I think I'm supposed to call it, exposure, it closed a lot of daycare places. And the rising costs has left parents with no choice but to take care of their kids at home. So the rise in demand for childcare services with decreasing supply is a perfect mixture for starting a new business. President Joe Biden's infrastructure bill has pledged federal spending to help fix the childcare market. So you can get some government money in this if you want. Number 18, start an online coffee shop. I'll let you think about that for a second. Let me get a sip. What? An online coffee shop? Yes. Selling coffee can be profitable with a strong brand and the right marketing plan. So we're not actually selling a cup of coffee. We're selling real coffee. Coffee has a lot of competition, but that shouldn't really scare you away from this. It's a multi-billion-dollar business. Selling a high commodity product like coffee has a lot of benefits, right? There's a high volume of customers. Customers typically associate small brands or having a higher quality than the corporate brand. So if you have your own little niche brand, you stand a better chance of selling coffee than the big brands do. So there's a lot of niching opportunities. Number 19. I had to hire a guy to do this, but become a handyman. If you want to just do stuff, maybe you're handy fixing things or installing things or doing whatever, become a handyman. I grew up where my dad had me help him every time he did a project. So I tend to learn things so I can fix some things now, which is good. But he was always giving me projects to do and telling me why they had to be done. Home repairs and improvement industry sits at around $450 billion in market value. So whether it's fixing a boiler or, building a patio deck, if you're a handyman who likes to fix things, this could be a lucrative business for you. Number 20, like taking pictures? Sell your photography. Get passion for taking photos. Learn to take your hobby into a full-time photography business. Now, you don't have to just sell your services for weddings or corporate things, but you can easily set up a store and sell prints, posters, NFTs, and a whole lot more. Or you can sell your photos of stock photography and earn passive income on a lot of these sites. And we're down to number 21, become a social media management consultant. Man, social media is so important right now. So many people are involved in it, but you gotta understand whether it's a small restaurant or a nail salon or a haircutting place, they don't have time. They just don't have time. And it's pushed more, since the illness has started, it's pushed more and more people to social media than that's ever seen before. As of October 2021, get this, there are over 4.2 billion active users around the world. That's 53.6% of the population. Now understand, some of these people are super old, they're not gonna be online, and some of them are babies, they can't get online. So that's a huge amount between YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all the other social networks available. Brands need help managing their accounts. If you're good at that stuff and you're doing it anyhow, why not charge for it? A social media manager is responsible for creating and analyzing content for brand social accounts. Clients will pay you to create engaging content, to write active videos, to respond to comments, to run ads, and a whole lot more. You could change a company's whole focus by helping them with their social media. And you can charge by the hour, the project rate, whatever you want to do. It's a perfect job for digital nomads to make money online and start business with little investment. In fact, no investment really, you just find the clients. So there's 21 things. I did that pretty quick, didn't I? 21 things in about 25 minutes, something like that. And I apologize for starting late. I had some technical difficulties. I still don't have them fixed. Normally I use Google Chrome. Unfortunately, it wasn't working. So I had to use Firefox today. So I had to, find Firefox. I haven't used it in such a long time. But do me a favor, guys, put any questions, comments you have in that chat section. If you're watching this and it's not live, put it in the comment section below. I do come back through. I answer all those comments in there. I'll help you with any problems you're having. Maybe you just want to say hello. That's fine too. You can certainly do that in the comments. Thank you so much for listening today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. Don't forget to ring the bell. Turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live. Thank you so much for listening today, and I will see you in the next video. If I can figure out how to turn this one off, which should take just a second, and it's probably going to be right now. Now.